All right, let's see here. This should be starting. What's up? What's poppin', people? What's going on? What's the deal? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? Real quick, first of all, guys, I want you to make sure that you are going to MrLocario.com to get the Bad Boy Seminar. It is up now. If you do not have it, make sure you go there to get it. Justin Bing, what's going on? So go to MrLocario.com. It's on the homepage. You just click on the homepage. You can get the DVD. If you are part of the Bad Boy membership, you can get the shit on the membership. You feel me? So I suggest you do the membership. What's going on, people? Waterson 10, Johnny, Tashawn is in the house, Staying Ready's in the house. What's poppin'? So today I wanted to talk about the type of men women aren't attracted to. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this topic is because, you know, the past few days on Facebook, all of you guys should be on my Facebook, friend page or whatever, or hit me up on Facebook. Type in Hashim Trends Locario and find me on Facebook. You feel what I'm saying? And so basically, what I'm going to talk about today is I'm going to be talking about, you know, the type of dudes that these chicks don't like. And it's mostly, you know, beta males, manginas, simps, white knights, Captain Save-A-Hoes, what you call it? Who else? It's a lot of these cats right here. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of these cats out here that women aren't really feeling. And the reason why, you know, these women aren't feeling these dudes is simply because a lot of these dudes are not really displaying masculine traits and masculine qualities. You feel what I'm saying? Because whenever it comes to relationships, there's always the yin and the yang. There's always the balance. There's always the masculine and feminine, even in homosexual relationships. Dwayne Thomas, what's going on? What's poppin'? Who else we got in here? Do Julian, did I say that right? What's poppin'? Crazy. But anyway, Kid Pump, what's going on? But yeah, so the thing is that, you know, even in homosexual relationships, there is a masculine one and a feminine one. You understand? There's always going to be that balance. But see, dudes like, you know, beta males and manginas and white knights and all these dudes, they're the type of guys who display feminine characteristics and qualities. With their whole energy is feminine. You understand what I'm saying? So since their energy is feminine, women are not fucking, they're not feeling it. You understand what I'm saying? They're not going to be into those guys, right? See, and a lot of those guys, what's interesting about dudes like that is those motherfuckers, they're doing a lot of this stuff to get on the good side of women, or they think, oh, you know, these women like the stuff that I'm saying because I'm sticking up for them. I'm on their side, and so they think that they're going to get play because of this. Now, you have a lot of beta males who will get with women, but these women aren't necessarily attracted to them. You understand what I'm saying? These women settle for the beta males. You feel me? So just because a woman is with a beta male doesn't mean that she wants to be with him. She's settling for that dude. She wants to be with the alpha male. You said too much bitch ass niggas out here messing up the game. Femdi, what's going on with you, bro? But yeah, so I was on Facebook, the past few days, and I was just posting a lot of different shit, and you know, on my Facebook thing, I give a lot of game for women on Facebook because, you know, I do advice for women also, but on Facebook specifically, I put a lot of shit out there for women, and of course it's for men too to learn too, but, you know, I put out some game for women out there. But, you know, when I talk the shit that I talk, I'm talking, you know, real shit. I don't hold back. I don't fucking, you know, I don't care how I come across technically as far as if I'm saying certain things a certain way. The point is that the truth is in what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? The truth is there, right? So that's what I put out. And so what I did on Facebook the past few days, I was talking about, I had this one post in particular where I was saying he didn't succeed. What's going on? There was one post in particular that I was talking about. What you call? Hold on. Let me see who this is real quick before I get it. What's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, what's up, man? This is Dom.
What's going on, bro? What's poppin' with you?
What's up, man? So I wanted to ask you about, because what you call last week, the Bad Boy show you did with Miles.
Yeah.
Like, that was, to me, that's probably one of the best ones y'all did, because it was a high quality woman. Yeah, high quality.
Right.
That was probably one of the best ones y'all did. Miles really went in. So did you, but
right.
No, Miles said something that just completely changed my perspective, and it was basically about like how like you should really even like not that like sex is like bad. It's cool, but it's like you shouldn't put too much like value and importance on it. And so like could you like kind of like go deeper, like a lot deeper into that? Because like y'all went pretty deep. But
right.
Like, y'all could like
Well, this
like and that kind of creates like this vibe that like not that you don't need sex, but it's not important. So women are more likely to give you the pussy basically if you don't value it as much.
Right. Well, see, the thing with that is that see, it's a different level of the game that you get to when you understand that type of shit. Meaning that when you're young and let's say if a guy's a virgin or he hasn't really been around a lot of women or he hasn't been involved with a number of different women. Sex to him it's like, oh, this is the end all be all. This is the shit. This is the thing that I need. And there's nothing wrong with, desiring it like that because, you are a man, she's a woman. It's natural for you to desire that. But what we're saying, especially, in that podcast, when we're talking about you understanding a woman who's high value is to understand that. And what's interesting about this is understanding that there's more to a woman than just her sex game. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you understand that, when you start trying to holler at women, you automatically start to try to evaluate them. Meaning you're not just looking at them as, let me just get sex from you, because then what you do is you block out all the bullshit that they're giving you. You block out all the nonsense that they're saying, and you sort of like ignore it. So you be talking to a girl and you don't even realize that she said some stupid shit or that she did some stupid shit that you should have charged it to the game because you're so blinded by trying to get sex. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you're trying to look for that high value woman or you're involving yourself with specific women, you first say to yourself, what are the type of women that I want to fuck with and what are the type of women I don't want to fuck with? Because what you got to understand is at the end of the day, they all got vagina. You understand? So what you want to do is you want to say, okay, which one of these women out of these women will benefit me the most? What types of women are going to benefit me? What types of women are going to be a liability? You understand what I'm saying? And then so you start to look beyond just the sex. And then by doing that, that's the thing, ironically, is the thing that makes you get more because now you stand out from a man who's just literally trying to like do anything and everything he could to get a girl. You understand what I'm saying? So now this woman sees you as, this guy is different. What is it about him that's different than these other guys? Why is he not trying to just fuck me like just automatically? Why is he asking me these questions? Why is he trying to find out about me? I feel like I gotta impress him now. I feel like I gotta put on put my best foot forward in order to get him because I'm attracted to him, but he's not biting yet. He's still trying to figure shit out. You feel what I'm saying? So
so it's like it's kind of like a screening method,
right?
And,
exactly.
And so okay, so would you use that screening method for long term, or can you use it like for short, like, or does it not matter short term?
No, it can be for short term, long term. It doesn't even matter. See, the thing is, even if because you gotta understand this, anytime you are spending time with a woman, you're also spending your energy with this woman. You're sharing energy with this person. So it's like if you are, it's almost like this. Like let's say if you were smoking, if you were in a place and everybody was like smoking and doing drugs and the air's all polluted or whatever, even if you stayed in that place for 5 minutes, that's 5 minutes of shit getting in your lungs or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter how long it is, you still there. You're still in that situation. You understand? So even if you're dealing with a girl who is on some bullshit for one night stand, because sometimes, and this is a choice you got to make. You got to say, okay, I could still fuck with her and then just keep it moving, even though I know she's on some bullshit. Or you could say, you know what, her bullshit is way out there. I don't even want to fuck her, because just in case, I don't know how she's gonna act after I'm smashing. I don't know how she's gonna act while I'm smashing. I don't know how she's gonna act later on. Like, I don't even want to have nothing to do with this woman. So there's gonna be girls that you're gonna meet where you're gonna have that feeling, and you're gonna be like, okay, I ain't really fucking with her. But then on top of that, there's gonna be other girls you're gonna meet, and then you might want to have something long term. You might see something in her that you say, oh, she could be wifey type. But then again, you still have to evaluate her. You still have to, ask those questions. You still got to really, go in to see who you're really fucking with. You understand what I'm saying? Especially long term. Yeah. You see what I mean? Like short term, a lot of times, it's depending on, how you are, because only you can, answer this question. But depending on how you are, you have to say, is dealing with this woman, short term worth it? Like, for example, I remember I went on a date with a woman one time, and when we first met, we met off of OkCupid. And when I first walked up to her and met her, we were talking a little bit, and we were walking to the train station. As we're walking to the train station, she sees these guys like spray painting on a wall or some shit, and she rolls up on them and starts yelling at the dudes like, yo, what the fuck y'all doing, and why you messing with people's property, blah 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 blah. Now these three dudes, now they look like they wanted to slap the shit out of her, right? So I grabbed her real quick and I said, yo, come over here, like, and then I said to the dudes like, yo, my bad, she, whatever. So they calmed down. But I'm like, do I want to really deal with this girl, like, because she's already displaying that she's fucking nuts? You feel what I'm saying? So at that point I know, okay, yeah, I'm not really fucking with her like that. So, but again, it comes with you being sort of like understanding the game, and also being, a little bit more well versed in the game, because another dude, he would have seen her do that and still kept fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would have hit it and then probably saw her again and kept hitting it, and then kept fucking with her, and then later on, he's going to get himself into some bullshit because he didn't notice the signs that this girl wasn't the type of girl he should have been fucking with. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what we're talking about with recognizing high value women, is that it benefits you in a whole bunch of different ways, and it stops you from fucking with, bullshit chicks. You feel what I'm saying? So,
because the way that Miles put it and the way that you put it is like, it's kind of like this counterintuitive thing. Like, basically, like, because, like, I have, friends, and, like, I have friends who give off, like, a thirsty vibe. Like, I used to kind of give off a thirsty vibe myself.
Right.
Or I would give off, and I have friends who give off, like, that really relaxed, like, take it or leave it vibe. And the ones that give off the relaxed, take it or leave it vibe are the ones that are getting the pussy. The ones that are getting girlfriends. So it's like, basically, like, it's counterintuitive. Like, you think the more you want something, like, the easier it'll come. But it's actually the opposite when it comes to dating, right?
Well, the thing is that with dating, it's more so you sort of like, it's not necessarily like the more you want it, then the less is going to come or whatever, or the more, it's more so like you putting yourself in position, and also understanding the flow of every situation. Because, see, it's all of this shit is a dance. It's really like you put yourself out there. For example, you see a girl, you say what's up to her. Then you see how she responds to you. She's like, oh, hey, how you doing? Then you say something back, and then she said, so it's going back and forth. You guys are vibing. You see what I'm saying? So if I go up to a woman and I say, hey, what's up? And she gives me a stink look, you understand what I'm saying? Like, we're not flowing right now. You understand? We're all off beat. The shit is not right. You feel what I'm saying? And so it in certain cases you could get it back on beat. You understand what I'm saying? But it always has to be that back and forth flow in order for anything to progress in any way. So when you're dealing with a girl and you notice that she's on some bullshit, and you keep going, what you're doing is you're ignoring the beat of the song. You understand what I'm saying? You just keep fucking going. You're off beat right now, and you're continuing the situation off beat. You feel what I mean? And so now, when shit happens and shit goes left, it's like people try to act surprised, but it's like the signs are already there. You understand? But the thing is, your thirst for sex was so fucking like heavy. And that's the thing that made you ignore the shit you were supposed to pay attention to. And this is why I tell guys that it's important to fucking step your game up so that you get past that desire for just having to fuck a chick. You understand what I'm saying? And that desire usually dissipates once you started fucking a whole bunch of girls. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and a lot of times, and for some guys, they could get past it without having to do that, depending on their sex drive or whatever. But for most dudes, it's like sex, because they're not having sex. See, the reason why a lot of times even women can say, hey, I want to get to know you. Hey, let's take it slower, do all this other bullshit they be saying, is because they always have the option to have sex whenever. So basically, if they're like super horny, if it's like they gotta break a glass with some dick in it and just get it, they can get it whenever. You feel what I'm saying? For us, so which is why they can fall back and say, yo, I can, let me chill and see what's up with you, because they have an abundance of dick they can have sex with. See, a guy who's a player, or a guy who's been around the block, or a guy who's been fucking with women, he's at the same level as a woman in a certain sense when we talk about sex, or the requirement of sex, because he's had it so much. So now when he sees a chick, he's like, yeah, we could fuck, but I'm not really pressed because I've been doing this. So now I could lay back and I could get to see who you are, so that if I want to really evaluate you, clearly I can do this without having, you understand what I'm saying? And so, but most guys aren't going to get to that level until they've gotten to the place where they've already, been well versed in the shit to acquire a good amount of sex partners and experiences and all that other shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you haven't, you still have that thirst. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What are you saying?
But because that's the clarification I needed. Because it's like, I'm sure you've heard of, like, as far as like spirituality, like the whole law of attraction thing,
right?
Which I do believe it exists to an extent. Like, you still have to put in work. Like, some people think that, like, the law of attraction is like, oh yeah, you just like you sit there and like you just have an abundance mentality and all this stuff comes at you. It's like, nah, you got to put in some work, and that's what you're saying. Like, the more you deal with women, the more comfortable you get around them, and then the more you can be at ease. And like you said, like a girl will be like, why isn't he trying to fuck with me? Why isn't he trying to have sex with me? You're just like, because you've already been around the block. Right. That makes her want to have sex. That makes her want to have sex with you more, basically, right?
Right. And the thing is, it's not necessarily where you're saying, oh, I don't want to have sex with you just to be on some, oh, I'm cool, I could take. It's more so that your whole vibe, because you still do want to have sex with her. So you still want to have sex with her because you're attracted to her and all the other shit. But your vibe isn't this desperate need to have it. So if it happens, it's cool. If it doesn't happen, it's cool. But most guys have the vibe of, oh, I need it to happen. So they get so needy and they're trying to grasp it, and it runs away because they're too damn needy. And as far as like the law of attraction thing, see, this is what people got to understand about law of attraction when it comes to. Let's talk about it with dating. See, the law of attraction really is that everything you want is out there. It's already here. It's already in front of you. What the law of attraction does is that you yourself, like the person you are, like me and you or whoever, you say to yourself, damn, I want to get a lot of hot chicks, right? Now, where are the hot chicks? They're already out here. You see what I'm saying? But you made a decision to say, I want to get hot women. So now that you made the decision to say, I want to get hot women, you start to, recognize and peep out the hot women, because that's what you're focused on. That's on your mind. So now, since you're focused on that, then you have to do the work to actually push yourself toward the women. See, the universe is only pushing the woman toward you, but you have to actually do the work to get it. And it's not even necessarily they're pushing the woman toward you. It's that the women were already there, but you recognize it more because you're focused on that. So you're attracting those women because you yourself are seeing the women who were already there. Before, you didn't necessarily see it or know it, or wasn't like recognizing it as much because you weren't necessarily focused on it. So when people talk about the law of attraction, it's more so an intense focus on what you're trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? Because you might have said back in the day, hey, I want a hot girl. I wish I could get a hot girl. But you weren't focused on the shit. You weren't like really like, oh, this is what I want. You feel what I'm saying? And once you say this is what I want, once you say this is what I want to do, then that's when you go and you make it happen because it's already around. But see, the thing is that your radar isn't picking it up if you haven't put that focus in your mind first. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily like you just sit back. People think, oh, law of attraction, I'm just going to think about something once and then everything's going to just fly at my door. No, it's that everything is already out there. You start to become conscious of it, that fact, and you go after that because things are there and you're going after it and it's aligning with you. You see what I mean? And so that also happens with women and dating. And this is why, I tell guys, as far as when you are confident and you believe in yourself, and you think that you can actually make this shit happen, you think you can get these girls, then when you start seeing them, what you start to do is you start to go in that direction to get it. And that's how it comes about. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And very last thing.
Right.
So basically, since I guess, like, the more success you get, because, I come from like a lot of guys, I come from the background of, not being a simp, but just having low self-esteem and, like, just bad social skills and just not believing I could get the type of women that I wanted and stuff. So, like, when you start to experience success and stuff, like, how do you kind of, like, because you like, from time to time, I still have those, like, thoughts, like, of inadequacy, like, oh, man, like, am I supposed to have this? Is it supposed to work just as easy? Or, so how do you kind of, like, not get rid of them for good, but I guess that's what I'm asking, like, get rid of them and just, not worry, like, try and not suppress, because I know suppression just makes it worse. But like I guess come face to face with it.
Right. Well, the thing is too is because some people ain't have a fear of success, and what all that really is you first have to feel like and understand that it's supposed to be that way and that you deserve it. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, the thing is, the reason why people feel funny when shit starts going that way, or they go back into, I don't know if this is gonna work. Maybe they think, oh, this is luck, or it's not gonna last, or whatever it is. It's because they feel like they don't deserve the shit that's going on. You feel what I'm saying? They think like, oh, this must be like just luck, or this girl, this really hot girl, she's gonna find out I'm a loser, and then she's gonna stop calling me. You know what I mean? Like, they have that vibe because of all that insecurity that's been building up over time. But the thing is that when you understand that's when you have the mentality that this is how it's supposed to be, then it doesn't become that big of an issue, but it just becomes like normal. You understand what I'm saying? And once you normalize it, then that's when you start to get more of it, because now you're at the point where you can accept it. See, a lot of times people, like, a person will win the lotto and become broke again because they, in something in their mind, they still felt broke. You understand what I'm saying? And then they end up losing the shit because they feel like they didn't deserve it in the first place. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to get to a mind state where you already feel like you deserve it. So when it's there, it doesn't seem like, oh my God, this is so amazing, blah, 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 blah. And then you won't have that feeling, and you also won't have the feeling of anxiety about losing it. You're sort of in the middle where it's like, well, this is how it should be. This is how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I learned this before because one of my dudes is this cat named Livewire. He's a rap artist. You guys should look him up, whatever. But he does, like, he does his own thing, whatever. He puts out music. And I remember, this was years ago, he was performing at this spot. It was like a movie screening to this documentary he was in. He was performing at this spot, probably the biggest venue he did. It was like thousands of people, thousands. And I walked up to him and after the show and I said, yo, how does it feel to be performing in front of all of these people? And then he just said to me, he's like, yo, this is how it's supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he just said it straight like that with no emotion. Like, he wasn't like, oh, this is like amazing, I never thought this was gonna happen. Or, it was just like, yo, this is what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? So when you talk to a girl and she gives you the number, that's how it's supposed to be. When you talk to a girl and she's, feeling you and she's into you, that's how it's supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying? When she's cooperating with you, when she's giving you sex, the date is going well, that's how it's supposed to be. See, this is why I be telling guys, yo, you got to kick these chicks to the curb, because, the ones that be uncooperative and on some bullshit, because when you fucking with them and they on some bullshit, that's not how it's supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? It's supposed to be good. It's supposed to be successful. It's supposed to be on point. You feel what I'm saying? And see, you have to feel that within yourself so that when you do deal with the chicks who's on some bullshit, it's like, yo, I can't even fuck with you because you're dealing with me and you're not doing what you need to do, which is how it's supposed to be, and you're not doing that shit, so I can't fuck with you. Now this other girl who's doing what she's supposed to do, that's how it's supposed to be, and that's the one that I fuck with. So now while I'm fucking with her, I don't feel any anxiety about losing her because I feel like it's supposed to be that way. And then I don't even feel super excited about it. You understand? Because that's already how it's supposed to be. I'm just neutral. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You understand? Because either, if you're on any end of the spectrum, I'm up here spitting this shit. If you're on any end of the spectrum, it's not really that good. If you're like super excited, you understand what I'm saying? A lot of times if you get in a chick, that means that you're basing too much of your happiness, or I wouldn't say happiness, but your sense of well-being or whatever it is, on that happening. If at the other end of the spectrum you feel all this anxiety because she's there, like, oh my god, I don't want to lose her, whatever, then what happened is that you're feeling all this anxiety because you're scared of losing her, and now you're so attached to her. But if you're in the middle, if you're dealing with her and it's okay, then you just deal with her and everything is how it is. Now, if it doesn't work out with that girl, whatever, it's cool, because I'm gonna get another chick and I'm gonna still be here in the center. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to be. So that's the thing that you gotta understand when it comes to this thing, because if you feel that anxiety or you feel that like super excitement, like this is a super event, this is why guys start getting depressed and shit, because when they get to talk to a hot girl, they look at the shit as a goddamn event. Like, this is why guys hesitate to talk to women. They're like, oh my god, she's so hot. There's this girl in my class, she's so cute. I've seen her for 6 months, but I never said anything. They're making approaching her an event. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of, yo, I approach women. This is how it is. I do this all the fucking time. It's not a big fucking deal. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that's what it is.
Like you're saying, that's what Coach Corey Wayne said. Like, it's your birthright to experience this stuff.
Exactly. It's real talk. Real talk, man. Real fucking talk.
All right, man. Thank you, man.
Definitely, man. I'm gonna holler at you. All right, peace. But yeah, man, you gotta get used to that shit, man. You feel what I'm saying? Who we got up in the chat room? You got 4 Life, 1 Deep, what's popping? Frank Truth TV, what's going on? Got a lot of people up in here. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hey, this is Terrell from Baltimore, Mr. Locario.
What's going on with you?
Ain't nothing, man. You know, I just looked on Facebook and I saw that you had the thing on there. I got a question. Do you think social media is promoting this sick shit that's going on out here?
Oh yeah, well, social media is promoting a lot of the bullshit that's out here. I mean, on the flip side, it's good because you still get to get real shit. But yeah, there's a lot of shit out there that's bullshit. But what you gotta understand is that, you know, most people like the bullshit. They like to live in lies. You feel what I'm saying? And this is why because you know it's funny. If you're a real dude, if you're a real person, if you're an honest person, you sometimes will feel like you're going crazy, or you feel like either they're crazy or I'm crazy, because I don't know what the fuck is up with these people. Like, they just on some other shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because you say
that's how I feel, man. For real. I mean, it's just crazy. I see dudes out here be simple. I used to be that until I opened my eyes and woke up.
Right.
And saw that shit. And I'm like, you know, I get labeled as a jerk or an asshole, but at the same time, they like how I act because I'm not a pushover, and I'm not the type of guy that'll bow down and put them on this big pedestal.
Right.
I just tell them how it is, and around their friends, they like it. I mean, they hate it, but as soon as I turn the corner and ain't nobody around, you know, they feeling me and they checking me out and shit like that.
Exactly. And that's the thing that simps and manginas and all that don't understand. Because you go online and, you know, these simps be like, oh, but, you know, you can't say this to women and you can't do that. And then all the women are like, yeah, that's right, and blah, blah, blah. And you trying to spit some real game, and they're just like, oh, you're a misogynist, you're this, you're that. But behind closed doors, those chicks be hollering at you, and they ignoring the simps dudes. You understand what I'm saying? So they just don't understand that aspect. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I was telling my homeboy that, you know, you ain't gotta bow down to these broads and kiss their ass and shit.
Right.
Because I listen to you and I listen to another guy. You probably heard him. I I don't know if I can say his
No,
name.
say whoever. Say whoever.
Huh?
Say who was it? Say it.
No, Jack. You know who I'm talking about.
Who? Which one?
Because I listen to Minister Jack.
Oh, Minister Jab. Yeah.
Faithfully.
Right.
I mean, he digs in they ass. Boy.
Oh yeah, Minister Jab don't hold no punches, man. He be going in.
Yeah, exactly. And before I go, one day you and Tyreek need to get on that ism show, and y'all two just need to spit game.
I feel you. I need to get out to LA and do that. That should be tight, man. That shit will be dope.
Yeah, and one more thing before I leave, I looked at the video which you did with Ron Wells. Ron Wells, I heard about him. He's from DC,
right?
And some people, you know, because I work down DC, so and I can be back and forth every day from B-more to DC, so that traffic is a bitch,
right?
But I heard about him. One of the people down there was telling me about him, would put me on about him, and then before I was gonna say y'all two needed to hook up, and then as soon as I thought that,
right,
I logged on YouTube, and y'all two did the thing together.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. Ron Wills is that
he
dude, son.
my mind.
Ron Wills is that dude. Shout out to my dude Ron Wills. Yeah, Ron Wills goes in, B. Trust me, that dude goes in, man. It's crazy.
Because I listen to all three of y'all faithfully. Minister
Right.
Jack, you and Ron Wills, but Jackson just be going in. He don't give a damn. That's what I like about him.
That's
All
what's
right,
up.
Locario, thanks for taking my call, man.
No problem, bro. I'm holler at you.
All right.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ron Will. Shout out to Minister Jap. Yeah, man. But like I was saying earlier, man. I was on Facebook, man, and I wrote some shit. And there's a few dudes on there, and a couple chicks, of course, that they don't really. And see, I'm not even blaming the women at this point. It's the dudes who basically be on some sim shit, just trying to get points from these chicks. Hold on. What's poppin'? Who's this?
I'm not even blaming the women at this point.
Oh, you gotta turn down your joint. Who's this?
Hello.
What up? You gotta turn down your volume, bro.
Turn down the volume?
Yeah, cause I'm hearing the
Hey, can you hear me, Mr. Locario?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead. What's poppin'?
Hey, what's poppin', Mr. Locario? Thanks for taking my call.
No problem. Who's this? What's your name? What's your name?
Chris. My name is Chris, and I'm calling from Cali.
Okay, cool. What's going on with you?
Chilling, man. Got off of work from last night. I went to Starbucks and hollered at a couple chicks there and shit.
Okay.
Fucking dead mission, but I'm out there,
Okay. So what's poppin' with you? What else is going on?
I wanted to show some support, and I had like two things I wanted to ask you. Get your opinion.
Right. What?
And for the first thing,
wait. What I'm gonna say? Hold on. Hold on. Before I say anything, you gotta learn how to, get to the point. You like I'm thinking. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get to the point. But go ahead.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah. So I met this chick at Starbucks, and I got her number. Ended up taking her out on a date at another coffee shop, and I could tell she was feeling me. I escalated, and she reciprocated, my intentions, but she fucking never hit me back up, and well, it was. I know what you teach about, not coming on too needy, after the first date,
right.
You know what I'm saying, and whatnot, and I implemented that. I don't know if I waited too long though, cause.
So wait, hold on. So you went on a date with a chick to Starbucks, and you said you tried to hit her up, and she ain't call you back.
Yeah. We after that date, and we were fooling her. Well, we made out at the end of the date, and the next day, I told her I wanted to see her again. I didn't hit her up. I went to work that night, and I pretty much didn't hit her up like that, pretty much the whole day. And the following day, she hit me up, and I tried getting back at her, but she was just not returning my like my calls, like my texts, like acting funny.
All right, so
and,
dude, let me tell you. Hold on. Wait. Stop.
Be done with her, you know.
Stop. I'm saying, you're going way too slow. This I'm gonna tell you this, and what I want you to do is I want you to email me, because I need all the details and you know everything. So I want you to email me after this. But this is what I'm gonna say to you. Whenever you, and this is just basic shit, right? Whenever you are talking to a girl, you go out with her, you kiss her, whatever you do, all you need to do, and I talk about this in on my Bad Boy membership program. It's called How to Get a Girl Interested in You. And basically, all you need to do is when you're on a date and you're having that date, you kiss her, you do all that other stuff, and then once she leaves, right, you just text her, be like, yo, I had a good time. When are you free again? Right? And then you just wait for her to hit you up. Right? And that's it. And if she doesn't hit you up, right, you can either hit her up one more time or you kick it to the curb. And then you just do that same thing with every chick you deal with. You feel what I'm saying? It's really, like, a lot of this is not that complicated. You feel what I mean? Because because what you gotta understand is if a chick is into you and she's feeling you, right, she's going to respond. Period. You understand what I'm saying? And there's certain situations where a girl is sort of halfway feeling you, and then there's certain situations where a girl is totally not feeling you, and there's certain situations where a girl is feeling you like crazy. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes a chick might be in the middle and she's halfway feeling you, which is why you hit her up, and then she might not get back to you as quick as you expect. But if you hit her up one more time, she might come through. You understand? Then there's girls that really like you hit them up and they hit you right back. Then there's girls who don't like you hit them up and you're never gonna fucking see them again. You feel what I'm saying? So all you got to do is that. So whatever this chick is doing, you got to figure out, is she doing any, like, what is she doing and what type of girl is she? Is she one of those three type of girls? Is she into you? Does she seem like she's sort of into you, or she's not into you? It seems like she's sort of into you because y'all were kissing. You feel what I'm saying? So all you got to do is just follow up. And if you hear from her, go set up another date, go on a date. And if you don't hear from her, you can hear it one more time. If you don't hear from her after that, you charge it to the game. But yo, this is what I want you to do. I want you to email me today. Send me an email. I'll go to my site, MrLocario.com, and then or go to any of the videos. Click to send to send me an email, and then send me the email and let me know that this is you from Chris from Cali, and then I'm gonna hit you up, all right? Because I need.
All right, good.
All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you though, because I gotta get some more of these calls, man.
Yeah, good looking. Thanks for taking my call, and keep up the good work.
No problem, bro.
You're really preaching some really real shit, and take care, Mr. Locario.
No problem. All right, I'm holler at you. Peace. Yeah, man. That was Chris from Cali. Chris from Cali got to learn how to, you know what I'm saying? Like get it going. You know, that's important too, man. A lot of guys got to know how to spit and get it going. Because when you talking to girls and the shit ain't really, you know what I mean? Ringo TV Raw, what's good, homie? How you been? I'll be checking out your videos, man. But yeah, the thing is, you know, a lot of these dudes, you know, I was on Facebook, and a lot of these dudes, they were basically caping for women because I was criticizing women. You feel what I'm saying? And so a lot of manginas and simps and all that shit, they cape for women when women are getting criticized by real dudes. You understand what I'm saying? When a dude says, yo, you fucking up, the simp and the mangina and the Captain Save-A-Ho comes to swoop in and save her from your fucking honesty. You feel what I'm saying? And so, and what's interesting is they'll say that you are the fucking, you know, they'll say that you're a fucking, what you call it, a goddamn misogynist, or you don't like women and all this other stuff. But see, the manginas and the Captain Save-A-Hos, hold on, you said, Dre the Great, you said the Ringo is a fake account? Hilarious. But anyway, but you still, shout out to Ringo TV either way. But anyway, but the thing is, they'll say that you're the misogynist, you're the fucked up one. But these manginas and male feminists and simps and niggas like that, they are the worst because they think that women can't handle shit. Like, you have to be soft on women because they think women can't handle shit. So if these guys think women can't handle shit, that should be the most disrespectful shit to women. Because I'm saying you're a grown-ass woman, you can handle shit. So when a dude tells you the truth, you should be able to handle it. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is, these guys, they, that this is how they see these women. Like, these women need to be saved from the evil men. You feel what I'm saying? And so, these dudes, they're just all over the place. Like, I had this one dude on my friends list, and I talked about him before, where I was talking to him on his page, and I said something where I said, I think, pussy and fuck or whatever, and he deleted my comment because I said pussy and fuck, and he was like, oh, you gotta have more class, and you gotta be respectful to these women on my page, and you can't say pussy and fuck, or some dumb shit like that. And I'm like, these niggas is retarded. Andrew Johnson, you said I need a son to carry my legacy. Nah, I ain't got no kids yet, man. I ain't got no kids yet. But yeah, the caller number is 646-481-3901. But yeah, the thing you guys also got to understand is, don't let these women fucking shame you for being honest and being real. See, people always want to talk about respect. And, because in this game, you're out here and you're interacting with women and you're trying to make shit happen. And, women get all up in their feelings because of, like, their interactions with you and all this other stuff. And the most respectful thing you can do for a woman is to be honest with her. And that's a hard thing to do. Because a lot of times when you're honest, that can, stop you from getting sex in certain cases, or stop you from interacting with certain, chicks. Now, I've always been under the belief that it's better to be honest and lose a chick than to lie and get her. Because at the end of the day, then that's going to sort of be your thing, and then you create that situation where these women sort of like, they don't trust guys anymore and all this other crazy shit. So it's better to be honest and say, okay, well, it ain't gonna happen with me and you. I'm gonna make it happen with her and her and her, as I'm being honest. Because a lot of the reasons why these chicks be, feeling a certain way is because, niggas be saying shit, and then, it'd be a whole different thing later on. Right? And I've talked about before how your feelings is basically something that, is within you. Nobody makes you feel anything. You understand? Nobody makes you feel the emotions you feel. You feel the emotions you feel because you're feeling them, and it's triggered by something within you. You feel what I'm saying? And so that, that's the shit right there you gotta understand. But yeah, man, it's crazy out here, bro. Paulos, what's up? You said, any idea on how to put it down on the first night? What do you mean? So you talking about getting it popping on the first night? Okay, well, what you can do is if you're on a date, make sure the date is near your crib. Make sure it's at night. Make sure you're building sexual tension within the situation that you're in. Let's say you go take her for a drink. You flirt. You build a sexual tension. You make it out. Be like, yo, let's get out of here. Let's go to my place. Boom. There we go. It's really not that hard. Especially when the chick is cooperating, when she's, really making it happen. She want to come through. Dude, what? 212, what's going on, bro? He said, how do you overcome your feelings to take action in life? What is your personal philosophy? Well, the thing is, what you want has to be more important than your feelings. See, this is the thing. Your feelings aren't your feelings don't really matter as far as you getting where you want to go to a certain extent. What I mean by this is you can feel like, let's say if you want to I don't know, let's say you wanted to lose weight or some shit. You had that goal to take action to lose weight. You might not feel like going to the gym, but even though you don't feel like it, do the shit anyway. Do it even though you don't feel like it. Do it even though you think that, oh, nothing's going to come of it or whatever. It's going to be too hard, whatever. Just do the shit. Because the doing of the thing is the thing that brings the results, which brings you to making shit happen. So even if you don't feel like it, do it. Right? It's better if you do feel like doing certain things, because then you have that enthusiasm to do it and you'll want to do it more and it's easier to do it. But even if you don't want to do it, you still should do it. Standard procedure, what's going on? What's popping? Valiant Gent, what's going on? What's going on? What's good? Crazy. What are y'all talking about? Short dudes? Are y'all asking? Is it hard for shorter guys? Well, there's a lot of women who they say that they're not into short dudes. And see, this is the thing. Oh, this is the shit about women, guys. This is the shit that's always baffled me about women. Albert Michelson, what's up? Is that women, they'll say, I'm not into this, I'm not into that, I don't do this, I don't do that. But at the end of the day, a lot of times they don't even matter because they end up doing the things that they said they weren't going to do. You understand? Or a lot of times women are influenced by the moment or, what's going on. I mean, most people are basically influenced by the moment if you look at it objectively. But women are really influenced by the moment. So if that moment is created to where she feels a certain way, then shit could pop off. So she could be like all day, I don't like short guys. And then for some reason, in the moment, that short guy is chilling with her and something's going on and she's feeling a certain thing. You never know. It's crazy. But yeah, man. Calling number 646-481-3901. But yeah, guys, make sure you go to MrLocario.com to get the Bad Boy Seminar. The Bad Boy Seminar is off the fucking hook. The shit is basically almost 2 hours. It's an hour and 50 minutes or something like that. The game is heavy. I talk about how to approach women in the street. So we do like demonstrations of how to do it. I talk about the two types of flaky women you're going to deal with and how to deal with those flaky women in order to either make something happen with them. Right? I talk about what else did we talk about? There's a lot of shit up in there. Talk about the type of things you have to do in order to really step up your game. It's a lot of shit in there. So if you guys go to MrLocario.com, you can get it today. You feel me? You said women don't know what they want, as in they don't know themselves well enough. It's true. A lot of women don't. A lot of women don't. It's crazy. You said, what are my, Chris Press, you said, what are my top picks of places to pick up women? What about at the gym? I mean, you can pick up women anywhere. I don't pick up chicks at the gym. My favorite place to pick chicks up honestly, is if I go to like a bar or a lounge or some type of event. Like I like to be at an event and pick it. I think that's like the easiest situation that I found. Like an actual like, bar slash lounge or an event. Something like, low key like I'm not actually not a big fan of rolling up on chicks in the street. Like if I see a girl, like if I approach a woman in the street, like I used to do that like back in the day more. But at this point, if I actually see a woman in the street and I approach her, it's because she was like disgustingly bad. Like it was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you understand what I'm saying? That's just me though. He didn't succeed. You said I always been getting pussy. Since when? What are you talking about? I don't get no pussy. I'm a virgin. Which I don't get no ass. What are you talking about? I'm a virgin. I don't know how pussy look, how it feel. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about. Oh, man. Crazy. Dwayne Thomas was popping. Was popping. Crazy. You say they asking if women like muscles? Yeah, women like muscles. Guys with muscles and shit. Some women don't. See, that's the good thing about the shit. There's so many variety of women out there who like different shit. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of motherfuckers out there that like different shit. You feel what I'm saying? But see, if you thinking just having muscles is gonna do the trick, that's not all it is. See, a lot of these guys who they think, well, if I get better looking, it's gonna automatically happen. I've said this before. You still got to put in some work, man. You still got to put in some work because girls are gonna see you. They'll think you're attractive physically. And they'll look at you, and that's it. Most of them ain't coming up to you. 99% of them ain't gonna come up to you. So you still gotta go up and talk. You gotta, have that conversation. Then you gotta deal with the girls who are intimidated by you because, they assume that you get a whole bunch of other girls. It's it's a whole nother thing. Man. You said, have I ever thought about being a pimp? Nope. You said, what's my gym routine? I probably go to the gym maybe 3 times a week and just lift weights. I'm terrible in the gym. I need to work out better. I'm terrible. I am terrible. Man. You said, is it a good tactic to lie to and tell a woman you're a virgin? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you guys do that? Chris Martinez was good. Crazy. I'm up here reading a lot of y'all shit. I'm like, what's going on here? This is a lot of funny shit. You said I would get pussy even if my game wasn't on point. How do you know this? I don't understand where you're getting these conclusions, man. You said, what are the odds of finding a girl who has a good personality, is extremely attractive, is submissive, and is wifey material? Man, That's what they call a unicorn, bro. Man, if you find a chick like that, nigga, you need to call it a day. You know what I'm saying? You need to call it a goddamn day. And just be like, okay, I'm good. Because if it ain't one thing, it's the other. You find chicks that are bad, they look good, and their personality's whack. You find a chick, her personality is cool, but you're not that attracted to her. You find a chick that got a cute face but no body. You find a chick that got a whack face but her body's tight. It's just like, God damn it. It's crazy. Like the other day, y'all went out with this chick, man. And, she was cute. Like the cute face, body was on point. You understand? And dude, like everything was cool at first. And then as I'm talking to her, and I'm just like, yo, this chick is so goofy. Like she had like issues with just everything. You understand? Like she's one of those chicks that was like just scared of life and shit. You understand? Like she's flirting with me and then she's like scared to get all touchy-feely. Then I fall back and then she start touching me. And then when I start to like be more assertive, she's falling. I'm like, yo, what like the fuck you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? And then, we were talking and shit, because, I tell them I'm a coach or whatever. And I'll be like, getting in these chicks' business. And so she telling me about some dude who she's dating or whatever. And this nigga is like a fucking, I don't know what this dude was, but he was texting her the whole night and shit, talking about where you at. And I'm like, okay, I don't think I need to deal with you, man. I'm like, you're terrible. I can't. Because next thing you know, this dude is a simp, and then he coming after me talking about, yo, why you fucking with my girl, even though this is like, I can't. I'm good. I need the shit to flow, man. Standard procedure, you said, let me throw something at you. The type of man you advocate men should be. What effect will that type of man have on how fathers are in families and how men are in communities? This nigga is sending me some goddamn Oprah questions and shit. Like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about what type of man that a guy will be as a father in his community and all that shit. Listen, as long as a dude is doing what he's supposed to do, taking care of his responsibilities, he's good. You understand? And being see, when it comes to being a man, it's really just being responsible for your shit. You feel what I'm saying? And doing what you need to do as far as, making progress in how things are supposed to go. You understand? It's not that complicated. A lot of times people make the simple shit so complicated. It's like, yo, just do what you need to do. Handle your business. Handle whatever business you have. Whatever business you have, handle it. That's it. What's your advice on dating females that like to buy you stuff and take you out on places? Do it. Those are the best chicks. A chick that like to buy you shit and take you out, yeah, they all right, cool. Let's do that. Let's fucking do it. Why the fuck not? You got guys doing that all day for women, right? Going out and tricking and doing all this bullshit. Shit, if the chick want to do that, let her do it. You feel me? There's a lot of questions on there. Let me see. You said, is it okay to put on your Tinder real woman only because I get way too many tranny matches? hilarious. That's funny. That is funny. Shit, you guys be joking in here, man. Joking. Crazy. But yeah, there be a lot of trannies on these sites, man. You gotta watch out. You said thoughts of when a girl wants to hold hands in public. I don't mind holding hands with a chick in public if I'm feeling her. You know. If she's feeling me, I'm feeling her, everything is flowing. I'm a touchy-feely type of motherfucker. Like when I'm with chicks, I'm all handsy and shit. Nez Mustafa was probably, he said, what to do with chicks who expect you to pay for everything all the time? Hold out or get rid of her. This is the thing. You need to set up your dating situation. The reason why you're paying all the time, or the reason why guys pay all the time is because they don't set up their dating situations right. So this is to set up your dating situation right. You pick the places you're gonna go, and you set it up to where you let her know she's gonna pay for some of the shit. So if you go to drinks, I get the first round, you get the second round. You go to the movie, I get the tickets, you get the popcorn. You feel what I'm saying? Like, tell her that shit. That's what you gotta tell them. Crazy. Arcasio, you said, is there a male equivalent to the unicorn? And if so, what attributes does such a man have? Yeah, that's a good question, man. I think that, you know, it's interesting. Like, I would say like the male unicorn is more so probably like a guy who, to women, I'm just, you know, from what women say they want, it's more of the extreme type of dude, meaning some guy, he's like over 6 feet tall, he makes, you know, millions of dollars, and he, you know, he's handsome, what else, all that other dumb shit. But it's, you know, what's interesting though is that most women wouldn't be able to attract the male version of the unicorn. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like more men would be able to attract the female unicorn than women would be able to attract the male unicorn. Crazy. But yeah, man. Andrew Johnson, you said, what do I think of James Marshall? He sounds familiar. Isn't he the dude that does, I know he does some pickup shit, I think, but I'm not too sure. I gotta check him out. He said, how do I approach a group of women at the store when it's one in the group I want to talk to? That's simple, man. I'll talk about this in How to Pick Up and Date Multiple Women seminar, where I was talking about dealing with a group of women, right? And, you know, all you need to do is talk to the whole group and then pick the girl out real quick and then talk to that girl and then slide her your number. Meaning, you talk to the whole group and then you know, remove the girl that you really want to talk to. You don't have to like take her somewhere, but just sort of like, you know, pull her to the side a little bit. Even you can turn her around from the group and be like, yo, listen, you know, kind of cute. Here's my card. Give me a call sometime, whatever. You understand? So, but the thing is, trying to talk to girls in groups is like, it's a skill. Like you gotta know how to spit. You gotta know how to really go in, because you're talking to multiple people. It's you're keeping the situation going. That's something a lot of guys got to practice. You know, it's not something that's like super easy. Crazy. You said please do a 25 videos in 5 days challenge. Release 5 videos each for 5 days. I should do that one time. I mean, I'll be releasing videos every day. I could do a 5-day video challenge. I gotta do that. I gotta do something like that. Frank TV, you said what? He said I never answered your question. He said, is it cool to put that in my in your bio? I don't want to mess with my pussy rate. Dude, you got look, put whatever put you don't necessarily look, man. Let me tell you something. Especially for shit like Tinder and all that other garbage. Right? It's only, you know, one thing that really matters as far as what you're putting in your profiles and all these other shits. Does what you say in your shit stand out? That's it. That's it. Does what you say stand out? Now, you saying I want real women only, that could stand out. Because then women might respond to you when they might say, hey, what do you mean by that? And blah, 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 blah. You understand what I'm saying? So, if your shit stands out, that is, you know, that matters more than you just sort of putting anything there. Because if you just put anything, it doesn't really matter. In fact, if you're what you say stands out, right? It can, you know, it's something that can be the thing that catches her eye, sometimes even more so than your pictures. And what I mean by that, of course, she's going to see your pictures first. What I'm saying is that a lot of times when a chick scrolls through your shit, she sees your pictures, and then if she's sort of interested, she looks at your profile. So if your profile says something interesting and unique, then that's going to propel her more to want to respond to you and talk to you. If it says some regular shit, it's just going to be like some regular shit, and it's not going to really do as much. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know. You said you recently met up with a chick in a different city that rejected your kiss after the first date, but agreed upon coming to my city. It's coming to your city this weekend. How would you interpret the situation? I say this. If you try to kiss a chick, it's the first date and she doesn't kiss you, I would say don't see her again. At all. She's done. You understand what I'm saying? Unless this chick hits you back up, and when she does, you say, listen, come to the crib, and y'all do some shit, then that's one thing. But if you're on a first date and the girl does not kiss you, right? It's either she's not interested in you, or she, you know, is like, she has some sort of like issues with intimacy, or she's messing with some other dude who she's not with him, but that might not be a boyfriend, but it's a guy who she's thinking about making a boyfriend. So she sort of might feel like she's sort of cheating on him by kissing you on the date. You understand? It's some stupid shit. So the thing is that no matter what the reason is, it could be any of those 3 reasons or another reason, it don't fucking matter. She's not kissing you, and this is the first date. No, we're done. Feel what I'm saying? You know? But yeah, man. So what is popping? Who else we got up in here? Sean Steed was good. Alvin was going on. Golden Chow was good. Golden Chow, you called me. When did you call me? You're saying you was calling because you wanted to know, as far as online dating, when to ask for the number. I have convos with women, and they go smooth, but when I ask for the number, I don't get a response. Well, this is the thing. Some women are on there just to talk and attention whore. So understand that. Like, there's going to be girls who want to do that, period. But if you want to get the number, and I always tell guys this, and I talk about this in my audio program, The Easy Way to Date Online for Men, which you can get on the Bad Boy membership, is that you should be getting her number within 5 to 6 messages. In most cases. Within 5 to 6 messages, you should be getting her number, or giving her your number so that she can text you. I usually like to give a girl my number and tell her to text me. So I'll be like, hey, let's get together this day. Here's my number. Text me your number right now. You understand? So, but the thing is, your messages should be within 5 or 6 messages. You should be, wrapping it up. You feel what I'm saying? Alvin, you said you get numbers, but you don't get dates. What happens when you try to set up the date? They be flaking? What's going on? You said you're going on a speed dating event with 30 plus people. How can I go about spitting game in that scenario? See, I don't like speed dating joints, man. Because some of them, they got it set up to where you meet the people real quick. Nobody's really saying shit. You understand? But, and then they have, I've seen some where they have it where you go around, you talk to the person, and you got to write down if you like the person or not. And then after that, the people who organize it send you guys a message. It's like, it's goofy shit. Not saying that, you can't meet people there, but I would say if you're going to talk to these women, I say go direct when you're spitting at them. Because if you have like 2-3 minutes to talk to them, let them know you want to make something happen with them. Crazy. So guys, the number is 646-481-3901. But yeah, I want to tell you guys out there, do not be like these mangina motherfuckers, man. Like these cats is going in on Facebook today. I mean, today, yesterday, the day before, because I be talking some shit on there. And a lot of the people that were, a lot of the simps and the manginas were coming out, and the women were co-signing the bullshit. Like, there's this one dude on there. It was so funny because I'm reading his post, and he was like, "Oh, Mr. Locario he's the worst dating coach ever because he's his bad boy rhetoric is wrong and like a whole bunch of shit." I was like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Arcasio, you said you got the Way to Love book. Yeah, that book is tight, man. I'm telling you guys, check that shit out. Anthony DeMello's. The book is called The Way to Love by Anthony DeMello. That shit is on point. Crazy. He said, what are my thoughts on the type of game that Dan Bilzerian runs? Is that how you say his last name? Is that the dude that be, with all them chicks and taking a whole bunch of pictures and posting up on Instagram and all that shit? Yeah, I don't know how he's acquiring those women. If he's just getting them off the strength, then hell yeah, like keep doing what you do. But if he's paying for chicks, I can't co-sign all that. I cannot co-sign all that. But yeah. You said it's hard not to simp when the chick is bad? Nah, you don't. Don't simp, man. Don't do it. You gotta stay strong. You gotta stay strong. But yeah, a lot of these dudes, these mangina cats, man, like these simps, these white knights, these male feminists, they're ridiculous. Like I got dudes in my family that's on that male feminist shit. And I'm just like, what? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? So yeah, so if you are the type of guy who's a mangina, if you are the type of guy who's a simp, on that beta male shit, male feminist shit, it's going to be harder for you to get girls. Because the thing is, a woman, she likes attention. No matter how she gets the attention, she just likes the attention. Now, your success with women, with you trying to make something happen, all depends on the type of attention you're giving her. So, for example, you could have a woman that that you're feeling, but you're in the friend zone. So you're giving her attention, but the type of attention she's getting is you in the friend zone. You could be a simp, a fucking male feminist, a mangina, a white knight. She's getting attention, but she's getting that simp, male feminist, mangina attention. And so she doesn't want to fuck those guys. She just wants those guys to agree with whatever the fuck she's saying. You understand? So she's not going to be attracted to those men. She's going to be attracted to the guy who's masculine. She's going to be attracted to the guy who's honest. She's going to be attracted to the guy who doesn't apologize to her for being who he is. She's going to be attracted to that guy who fucking doesn't, look at her as this chick that needs to be saved. You understand? All these dudes, see, they don't know any better. They think that because a woman is agreeing with them and that they're caping for this woman, that means that the woman is going to like them. They think they can go up to the girl and say, yeah, girl, I didn't like what that guy was saying. I don't believe this and I don't believe that and blah, blah, blah. And then the girl's like, yeah, because, but this and this and that. And then he's thinking, yes, I'm about to get her because, she's, she's agreeing with me. And he's like, so, let's get together. And she's like, no, I don't really see you that way. I see you as a brother. It's like, no. It's crazy, man. But yeah, that's how they do, man. Crazy. So what's up, people? (901). So calling number 646-481-3901. If you do not have it, bam, you need to get it. How to Have Sex 2 in a Day. You must get this book. This book is off the hook. The shit is tight. All right, we got some hard copies left. So you guys can get the hard copies or you can get the ebook. SG, yeah, you need to get the book, man. I'm telling you. you said simping and tricking is a form of game. It is. Everything is see. Let me explain to y'all what game is again. Game is your is a skill. It's your skill and strategy to get what you want. So if your strategy is tricking, that's your game. What's going on? Who's this?
Yeah, what's up, man? This D calling from North Carolina.
What's popping with you? What's going on, man?
What's up, man? Hey, I got a quick question, man.
Yeah.
I approached this chick, and I noticed she had a ring on her finger. And then she told me, when I was talking to her, like, oh, what, you married or something? And she said, no, it's a promise ring. So what exactly is a promise ring?
A promise ring, that's like some shit that it's like, oh, I promise I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna promise I'm gonna get with you type of bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? That's what that means. But you know, she's messing with she's with some other dude, or she's dating some other dude. She's fucking with some other dude. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
okay.
You know, that's what it is. But what happened? Did you try to get with her? Did you get a number? Like, what was going on with that?
Oh, yeah, I was trying to get with her, man, but then, you know what I'm saying, I was talking, and then she was like, I got this is a promise ring, and I was like, oh, okay, so, you know what I'm saying, I always heard about promise ring, I wasn't really sure what they were, so I kind of stopped it right there, so,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, well, yeah, you don't want, you don't even want to deal with that shit anyway, because a lot of those chicks, see, you're going to have most of these chicks out here where they are involved with a dude who is sort of feel like it's like close to them being sort of with the guy, meaning that's not their man, but it seemed like it might be their man sooner than later. So messing with those girls a lot of times is a waste of time, because they'll still be out there searching, or they'll still be out there with it, you know, trying to get with dudes because they don't necessarily have a man, but they probably got a dude that they fucking with who they hope he's going to be their man. So when she gets with you, a lot of times there's a lot of fronting and faking going on, because she almost feels like she's cheating on the nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So then it's going to affect how you deal with her. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right. So it doesn't necessarily mean that she won't fuck with you and she won't do something. But the thing is that there might be, in most cases, a lot of fronting on her end, because she's sort of dealing with this other dude. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. So they really permanent. It's kind of like a maybe.
Right.
Like get with the dude.
Exactly. It's one of those shits. You feel what I'm saying? It's one of those craziness, you know? Yeah, that's what it is.
I appreciate it, man.
Definitely, man. I'll holler at you.
Okay.
All right, peace. But yeah, these chicks, man. These fucking chicks. You got it, man. A lot of times you got to watch out for how these chicks do shit, because let me tell you something, man. There's going to be times when you go on dates with women, and I've been on these fucking dates, and I'm just so annoyed. I'm so fucking annoyed with these dates. Meaning, you go on a date with a chick, and she's only on the date with you sort of to like she's using you to kill time, basically. Or she's using you as like a placeholder for a situation. Meaning, like, it doesn't necessarily mean she's not into you or she doesn't like you, but she's not fully there on the date. You understand? Because this could be the type of chick where she just broke up with her ex and she's trying to get back out there, but she's still emotionally attached to this ex. So then when you try to go on a date with her, you're just there sort of like making her feel good, the fact that you're there giving her attention. But when you try to make something happen with her, it can't happen because she's still emotionally attached to her ex. You feel what I'm saying? And so now you're wasting your time dealing with this chick because nothing is really going to happen or come out of this situation. These are the type of chicks you go on dates with who won't kiss you on the first date. These are the type of chicks you go on dates with where they'll be like, oh, can we take it slow? You feel what I'm saying? It's that bullshit. So, you know, so you gotta, you know, sometimes you gotta ask questions in these situations. He said, how do you deal with a simp trying to white knight and cock block in the club? Said just recently had that and didn't know what to do. Well, this is the thing. If you're in a club and or a bar or whatever, and the dude's trying to cock block or he's trying to, get in on the chick you hollering at, you need to let him have the chick. Let him have the girl. Or, walk away from the situation. And this is why, the reason why I say that is because if the girl wants to fuck with you, she's going to come after you. So, like, let's say you say, yo, I'm going to roll to the bathroom real quick, or what you do is, you might even say some shit like, oh, you two look like you make a cute couple. You guys should, like, talk or whatever. And then the guy who's white knighting and on that and being on a cock block, usually this nigga don't really got game in a lot of cases. So he's gonna fuck the shit up for himself anyway. And now that you've removed yourself from the situation, the girl's like, fuck, I wanna, she wants to go back and holler at you if she was really into you. You understand? Think about it this way. If you was talking to a hot chick and then a goofy ass chick came through and started to get into the conversation, and then that hot chick walk away and said, I'll be back or whatever, and walk to the bathroom, you'd be looking around for that hot chick. Be like, where the fuck did the hot chick go? Same thing in this situation. You understand? You remove yourself, and if the girl is feeling you, she will come and get you. You understand? You say you don't really have issues. You don't really have issues getting numbers or average chicks either. I seem to have issues getting the dimes to stick around. What happens when you try to talk to the dimes? See, a lot of times, the women who you think are dimes, the reason why you're not getting them is because you're treating them different. Because since you think they're a dime, you think they're like, oh, this is the best. She's the shit. I got to do some different shit to keep her interested. And then that's the thing that makes it harder for you to keep them around. Chris James says Sims can't cock block, strong game. I agree. It's crazy. You said, does that make you look scared to the girl? What do you mean? Does what make you look scared to the girl? Chris Evan, you say, even if a chick does kiss, you might have to charge her because some chicks will accept your kiss but won't give it back. The energy isn't there. That's true. That's absolutely true. And that's the thing. You gotta see the energy with the chick. Yo, let me tell you something, man. There's times where I'm fucking having sex with a woman and the energy is whack. Like this, just like, like either she's, like, and I don't know, this usually happens like, let's say sometimes on the, the first time or whatever, where certain girls I'm fucking with, and they're like, I don't know, the head game is kind of lame or some shit, or they don't know how to move or arch their back and all this other stuff. And then a lot of times I get thrown off because that energy is not there. Then I get turned off and then I go soft. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like, oh God. And the thing is, I'm not blaming. I don't blame the woman when I go soft. That's all me. I like to teach people. Look, you don't blame other people for your shit. But the thing is that I get thrown off because I'm so annoyed. I get annoyed by how she's being, and I'm like, fuck, man. So what do I think about the show Vikings? I've never seen that. I would need to check it out. Sean Stevie said you don't take nothing slow either we fucking it or not. I agree. Chris James said, how about stop thinking of them as dimes? I agree. Yeah, it's all about that mindset, man. Crazy. King Lions, what's going on? He said, is there a difference between an 18-year-old chick and chicks in their 20s regarding how one should apply game? Because I think different game creeps 18-year-olds out. See, I have a whole program on the Bad Boy membership. I'm going to keep saying it. A lot of the questions you guys are asking is on the Bad Boy membership, called The Age Game. And I talk about how to spit game at girls at different ages. Because there's certain ways you come at certain girls from different ages that's going to be more beneficial to you when you're dealing with these girls. But when it comes to young girls, 18-year-old or, from like 18 to about like 24, that's when chicks are usually in their attention whore stage. You understand? That's when they're the most, physically attractive. That's when they want to like party and explore and get a whole bunch of attention and shit. You got to have a lot of energy dealing with them chicks. So Frank Truth, you were saying that does letting the simp who's trying to cock block have the girl? You said does that make you look scared? I don't understand what you're asking. You're saying does it make you look like you're scared? How would you look like you're scared? I don't understand that. You gotta clarify that for me. It's crazy. Man. So yeah, guys, calling number 646-481-3901, people. But yeah, like a lot of guys out there got to understand that when it comes to this whole game and you trying to get results, the less you are simping and fucking being a beta male and a mangina and a white knight and all these other terms and shit is the if you go to the opposite end of that, you'll get more women. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. Crazy. You said, must simps walk among us until the end of time? Yes, they have to. You gotta let's break this shit down real quick. Let's break this down. You need simps. You need simps and manginas and Captain Save-A-Hoes and all these motherfuckers. You need them. Why do you need them? Because the simp and the Captain Save-A-Hole and all these other guys, they are the opposite of the masculine, attractive alpha male. And so within life, you always have the yin and the yang. You always have the opposite. So in order to understand, how to be that masculine, attractive man that women want, you need the simp to show you what not to do. You need the white knight and the mangina to show you what not to do. So the simps are going to be there. You just have to say, okay, I'm not going to be a simp. The white knights and the manginas are going to be there. You just have to make a choice not to be that if you want to get girls, if you want to be attractive to women. You said I should make a dress video like Alpha M? Yeah, I was thinking about some shit like that too. Crazy. But yeah, man, so, we need the simps out here. Just don't be one. We need the fucking male feminists and the manginas. you just don't go that direction if you want to, be attracted to women. That's all I'm saying. Crazy. You said women try to holler at me all the time, but for some reason, I'm just never interested, and it becomes annoying because her game is whack. Well, you're gonna run into a lot of chicks that that annoy you, or it's a whack situation with them. You said the next ebook should be more simps, please. Nez, you said, am I planning to come to the UK? Yeah, soon. You gotta let me know what's popping out there. Let me know what venues is going on out there, man, so I could try to set that up. But yeah, we need them. We need these guys out there, man. We need those guys out there. So you got to understand that it is what it is. You just have to understand what is going on. You got to understand why these manginas and simps do what the fuck they do. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to understand. You said you always get attention from girls who have zero attraction, that you have zero attraction to. I mean, that happens too, man. You said simps are like AIDS. Oh shit. Hilarious. You said how long will you give a chick to meet up before you charge her and leave? What do you mean how long? You mean like how long will you give her to show up to the date? Is like on the day, or as far as you trying to get a date with her or trying to set up a date and then she flakes or she keeps like giving you a runaround? What do you mean? But yeah, you gotta clarify that. You gotta clarify it. You said was the Cleveland shooter considered a simp? They might not be so beneficial after all. Yeah, he was on some simp shit. That nigga, Jesus, he was on some bullshit. You know. But see, you gotta understand that all of the stuff all of it is needed. Everything is needed. There's a reason for everything. Because see, people think that like if you think about being positive, right? You need negativity to understand positivity. Now it all depends on, hey, do you want to be negative or do you want to be positive? You see what I'm saying? But also, too, you have to understand that within you, there is going to be some negativity and some positivity. It's always the yin and the yang, baby. You said, what do I do if one of the homies is a simp and he doesn't want to listen? Then he gotta learn the hard way. That's what I'm saying. Some people you can't save, man. You can't save anybody. They have to be the ones that want to really make it go down and learn something. So he'll come around at some point when when the shit doesn't go the way he wants, or he keeps getting shitted on. He'll see what it is. You said simps are actually good for alphas, as the sheer amount of them makes alphas actually stand out. Exactly. That's exactly this is exactly what I was talking about when I was saying that if you are at a spot and some simp ass dude trying to cock block, let that nigga cock block. And you know, if the chick gets with the simp, that chick wasn't for you anyway, because her energy, if she is actually a chick who is a chick who's a high quality type of chick who would respond to an alpha male, she would never fuck with the simp like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because he doesn't have what she's looking for. You understand? It's always a balance. This is why the simps and the beta males and stuff, the girls that they get, yeah, they get girls, but a lot of times they get these chicks who are overbearing and dominant and all that other dumb shit. Let me get this call. What's poppin'? Who's this?
You know what up, Locario? This is He Didn't Succeed. What's poppin'?
What's going on with you? What's
hey,
going
man,
on?
I just want to say this. So, I feel like, you know, I've been doing a little bit of research and I've been putting in work. You know, I've been putting 6 months of work, you know, since I've been watching your videos. And what I'm thinking is it's starting to be more apparent to me. Before it was unclear, but now it's becoming more apparent that, you know, due to my experiences and shit like that, you know, I feel like it's more about looks than actual game. I feel like percentage-wise, game does matter as far as it could be 10 to 20%, but I feel like the rest is all based on looks. And I feel like I'm wondering, because I see guys who are good with women, it's because they don't really have to have bravery or courage, because women are already letting them know that it's, you know, that they're feeling them and that it's safe to, you know, holler at them.
Right.
Whereas with the guy who's been rejected all his life and or who has bad experiences with women, you know, it's going to take a lot of courage, because mentally he knows going into the situation that the chick's probably not going to be feeling him because he has experiences. And not only that, it's just going to, when he does holler at her and then she's not feeling him or she just shoots him down, I feel like that's just going to reaffirm his belief that he's not worthy, or that women just don't feel him. So I feel like guys who have chicks feeling on them, guys who are slinging dick at, you know, at the age of 14 or, you know, around that age, these guys, it was just destined. You know, game is just, you know, that's not even a factor.
Okay, so answer me this though.
I mean, it's a factor, but it's not a factor as you make it seem.
Right.
I feel like looks.
Okay, so answer me this. Answer me this though.
Because I've seen you on the Bad Boy seminar, the clips you uploaded, and you know, women are just feeling you based on your, you know, just on the strength of your looks. You know, that chick that was in there, I feel like she was just feeling you. She was digging you just on the strength of how you're looking, because, you know, you barely was saying anything, and then she was already, you know, feeling you heavily. So.
Okay, so
you know, I'm not being a hater too, because I respect it, but I'm just coming at you, speaking from my perspective.
Right. So this is what I'm saying. So I want to get it on a more.
But I'm not a player hater.
No, I know. This is what I'm saying. I want to get it on a more. Let's get it more on a more logical, practical level. Because I want this to make sense to you and to also to other people who's watching, because a lot of guys fall into the whole it's all about looks thing, and the reason why they fall into that is because they're focused on that, because that's what makes they're trying to make sense of the situation. You understand? See, there's a difference between what's actually going on and what you are interpreting as going on. You understand what I'm saying? So you're interpreting that it's only because of looks, and the guys who get, you know, because they look good, that's why they're getting girls, and that's all it is. You feel what I'm saying? But the question I got to ask you is, how are guys who are not typically, or you would say you're stereotypical good-looking guy, because of course good looks are subjective and all that other stuff, but let's say you're typical good-looking guy that, you know, not typical good-looking guy. I'm saying, what about your what are the guys who don't look good, or your typical guy who doesn't look that good? How is he getting women, or how do guys that don't look good get women? How is that happening?
I mean, it could be a combination of things, but it could be that they know how to, you know, that they know how to do it right, they hit it right, or it could just be that, you know, they're simping, or they got a lot of paper.
But see, this is the thing. This is the thing you gotta also take into account. If, let's say you have 100 guys, right? Out of those 100 guys, let's say 10 of them are like, you know, what society would consider really good looking, right? 10 out of 100, and 90 of them is like average to below average, right? Now, you got 10 good looking guys and 90 average to below average, right? Now, let's say you got 100 women. So are you telling me that those 10 good looking guys are going to get all 100 women and the other 90 guys are going to get nobody? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty apparent because if you look in Japan, you know, there's actually a phenomenon going on where a lot of the guys are basically, it's a phenomenon. It's actually approaching epidemic status now. These guys are, I don't know what the exact term is, like hikikomori or something like that. And they're basically guys who just stay, you know, they're like they're hitting 30, they're knocking on the door on 40 years old, and they're basically just not getting any ass, just chilling in their room, you know what I'm saying, on their computers, playing their games. And now there's a huge industry in Japan where they have like I don't know, pocket pussies or whatever, like sex dolls. So that actually is true. You know, if there's a huge percentage of those guys not getting any ass,
right?
Of course,
but see,
all these women is basically just a few guys that all these women are fucking with.
Right. So let's say. Let's go back. Hold on.
They're fucking with a lot of chicks. That's my point, though.
No, but let's say, okay.
The guys that do get ass, they're getting mad girls. So yeah, they are.
No, and this is what I'm trying to say. Let's say you have, like, let's use the same example. You got 100 guys, 10 of them are like the, you know, good-looking dudes, and 90 aren't. And then you have 100 women. If those 10 guys get into a relationship with, if there's 100 women, that means they only get in a relationship with 10 women. So there's 10 good-looking guys that got into a relationship with 10 of those women. So now there's 90 guys who are average to below average and 90 women left who are average to below average, right? So what do you think is going to happen with those 90 guys and those 90 women?
I mean, from what I've seen, I see where you're going with this. It's good they're going to go together, but I've seen guys, you know, this is through real life experience. There's, I mean, you know, I'm not going to put any names out there, but there's guys who I know who they have a wife. These are multiple guys. They have a wife. Yeah, and it's not they're not doing an open relationship.
Right.
They're doing this. You know, they're having side chicks without their main chick knowing, and they're, you know, I see them. They come to work. They're rocking the ring, right, a wedding ring. Yet they're still, you know, making shit happen with other women. And you know, I see it. Just one guy I seen. You know, he was dealing with, and like I said, I'm not a player hater, but I mean, every time I see him, he's interacting and making things happen with another girl. So, you know, it is that case. I feel like the certain amount of men are dealing with a lot of chicks. They're really getting around.
No, and and this is the thing. I agree with half of your statement. The half of your statement I agree with is that there are certain men who are getting around and having a lot of interactions with a good number of women. I agree with that. What I don't agree with you on is you think it's because it's just the good-looking guys. See, the guys that get a lot of different girls. So let's say you have 100 guys, and let's say 10 of them get, you know, 90% of the women. Those 10 are basically guys who they could be good-looking, they could be not good-looking. All levels down to game. Do you understand what I'm saying? Those are the guys who get the most women, because good looking doesn't get women. This is what you gotta understand. Women biologically are not programmed to give a fuck about looks. Women are biologically programmed to look for the strong, them a sense of security, who's going to protect and provide, that which has nothing to, your looks can't protect a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Your looks can't give a woman security. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's the thing that you gotta understand. And let me say, if it was just good looking guys getting women and fucking them and they're the only ones that's having sex, right? Why are there so many people on Earth? Like most of the people aren't that good looking. Wouldn't we just be a whole bunch of good looking people walking around? Because only good looking guys is fucking, and I'm sure they're only fucking other good looking women. So shouldn't there be a whole bunch of good looking people walking around and that's it? Like what? How are we creating all these average looking to below average looking people? How is that happening?
Well, all right. I understand what you're saying, and you're breaking up a little bit, but I heard your question.
Right.
What it is I feel like, all right, this is my point. So the guys who are good looking, they're gonna, and good looking, we could expand on that. We could just say guys who are more alpha, broad shoulders, masculine features.
Right.
And maybe height. I feel like those guys, shit is gonna the universe is gonna put pussy on them no matter what. So they don't really have to do anything. Whereas a guy who is average or unattractive, he's gonna have to put in a gang of work. And even based on that, even when it's all said and done, after he puts in all that work, the chick is gonna really not be feeling him. At the end of the day, the chick is gonna, deep inside her heart and soul, the chick is gonna be feeling like she got finesse.
And so, and see, and this is the thing. I'm not even saying what you're saying is all the way false, because of course, if you have a guy who's good looking, right, and let's say he's tall, he's good looking, whatever, there's going to be women who are going to be attracted to him because he's tall and good looking. You understand? I'm not disputing any of that. There's going to be a guy who is not as attractive, and certain women might not, check him out at first. You feel what I'm saying? And then he might have to work a little bit harder than that tall, good-looking guy to get a woman's attention. What I'm trying to tell you is this, is that there are a bazillion variables that go into what this whole thing comes down to. And this is what we talk about when we talk about game. And game is the only thing that evens out the playing field. Because we can talk about good-looking all day we want, because but at the end of the day, what good-looking is subjective. So meaning a person could say, a woman could see me and say I'm good looking, right? But to her, the reason why I'm good looking is because I'm dark skinned and I'm a black guy. To another woman, I might be ugly as shit. You feel what I'm saying? So because I'm black and I'm dark, you understand what I'm saying? And so there's so many different variables that go into it. So the thing is that women could think this certain guy, like let's say a Brad Pitt or a Channing Tatum and all this other stuff. See, you believe that just because there's a lot of women who will say, "Oh, Channing Tatum is sexy or he looks good." There's a lot of times where a Channing Tatum type of looking dude tries to get with a girl and she fronts on him. Why? Because she's nervous around him. He's too good looking for her. She's like, oh, I can't even fuck with this guy because I'm scared that he's going to play me. And therefore, that Channing Tatum looking guy doesn't get sex. This is what I'm saying. There's a whole bunch of variables that go with this shit. You see what I'm saying? And this is not a rare occurrence. That shit happens all the time. You see what I'm saying?
And you know that situation because I bet you it's, you got women sweating you.
Yeah, and this is what I'm right. And this is what I'm saying. I've had women who literally told me to my face, "Oh my God, I think you're so attractive, this and this and that." And I'm like, "All right, let's fuck." Oh, I you understand all these excuses, all this other shit. You feel what I'm saying? I've had women who said all this stuff and then the shit still didn't happen. You see what I mean? So just because a chick, thinks that, you're attractive doesn't equal you having sex with her automatically. See, you're thinking of it as looks equals having sex automatically or having sex easier. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't. And the reason why it doesn't is because you're dealing with women, dude. Women are so fickle and all over the place. Women are all about how they feel in the moment. Women, a lot of times, they have to get in a certain mood in order to make shit go down. Women are so insecure that they will pick sometimes a guy who isn't good looking because she's scared that good looking guy is going to get more attention than her. You understand what I'm saying? I had a friend who she had this dude on her fucking Tinder joint that she matched with, and she was speaking to this dude for like a month, going back and forth. I don't know why this dude is fucking going back and forth with her, but he's going back and forth with her. And I say, yo, why don't you meet up with this motherfucker? And she's like, oh, I just don't, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to meet him because, he's too attractive and he might have all these other girls and then I'm going to feel a certain way. And if I, like, all this bullshit. So the action on a woman, or the way that a woman actually responds to certain things, it's not linear like how it is specifically for a lot of guys. See, we look at shit more so like, she's hot, I want to have sex with her, and that's what it is. It's gonna, I don't care what happens in between. It could rain, snow, sleet, hail, earthquake. I see her, she's hot, we're having sex, period. You understand? Women are like, yo, he's cute, I'd do him, but I don't know right now, maybe later, I gotta think about it, I'm ready to do it now, oh, forget it, they're all over the goddamn place. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not as simple as you just being good looking that's gonna get you the girls. You understand what I'm saying? What you gotta do is, you gotta talk to, see, I need to do something where I like interview some like, quote unquote good looking dudes or something, and so you guys can see and understand what's going on. You understand? I have clients who people would consider is good looking. Why? You understand what I'm saying? You can go and watch any of these RSD fucking videos and look at that. The RSD motherfuckers, they're not great looking guys. You feel what I'm saying? Tyler from RSD is not a great looking dude. The dude is bald. He fucking, you know what I'm saying? Has a little belly on him, and he gets chicks. Like, what are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? Like, go ahead.
I feel like he's been exposed to. RSD Tyler. I feel like he's been exposed to where he actually a lot of his stuff is staged.
No, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. He knows how to attract women. I've seen these guys in real life. Like, do you know Todd that, I don't know if he's with RSD anymore, but he used to be with RSD. I see this dude Todd in the city all the goddamn time. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know I think he lives in New York now, whatever. But I've been on dates and I've seen Todd come in with women in the spot that I'm at and be with the chick and chilling with her, talking. I've seen this dude do this shit all the time. So yes, I don't know if their videos are staged or not, but I'm talking about, I've seen these dudes in person. I've seen Tyler in person. I've seen a lot of these guys from RSD in person. You see what I'm saying? And I've seen them do shit in person. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys.
You gotta realize with him, what a lot of it could be is that, he's basically finessing the chick to where, let's go out on a trip, let's go out and do this. Because that's what a lot of it is, let's go have fun, let's go do this. Whereas with a lot of good-looking dudes, women will just mess with them, and I've seen this firsthand, and I've seen this happen, where a lot of good-looking dudes, the women will just throw the pussy at them because that's what they want to use them for. Basically, is just to have sex with them. And these other cats, they gotta jump through a lot of hoops and put on a clown show just to, and with the hopes of it not even being definitive.
But listen.
When it does happen, they gotta
See, the thing is this. I'm gonna tell you what's happening, and we're gonna have to move. I want you to email me because we gotta really get this going, because we've talked so many times. You still think it's just about the looks. You are trying to rationalize what you're trying to understand this, and it's okay. I understand you're trying to understand it, but what you got to understand is that really the way that you see it is the way it's going to be for you. You feel what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying is that I'm trying to show you there are other things and other situations happening that have absolutely nothing to do with the guy being the good-looking dude and actually making stuff happen. But what you're doing is you're trying to rationalize or show or have an excuse for everything. I told you that, look, I've seen these motherfuckers in person. There's other people you've seen, and then what happens is, what a lot of guys do is they say, well, maybe he has this, or it's because of this, or it's because of that, it's because of that. And I'm like, yo, this shit is actually going down. You see what I mean? And even in the chat room, They're saying, look, they're saying that your voice is real low, you got low energy, and that's certain things that are making it harder for you when you're interacting with women. And we talked about this before. We talked about this plenty of times. You feel what I'm saying? But I think what it is that you're trying, and this is very important too. Instead of trying to figure out what you need to do specifically in your situation to get success for you, you're trying to find and rationalize your thought process or the excuse that it's only about looks. So instead of focusing on yourself to try to make your to step up your game, you're trying to.
For 6 months, I've been going hard in the paint for 6 months.
But see, that's but that's what I'm saying.
And I've been watching the programs.
But dude, 6 months, 6 months ain't nothing, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But it never has gotten to that level. I never got to that level where the chick was really feeling me, and I've been hollering at.
But dude, you gotta understand something. 6 months.
I got the only vibe I got from women is that, oh well, the only vibe I got from them is like, oh well, I'll use this guy for attention. Like that's the vibe. I didn't get the vibe that they were really feeling me.
But this is what I'm saying, dude.
Really like, damn, like they wanted to just
and
pull down my pants, and you know what I'm saying. I didn't get that vibe from them.
I know, but this was the reason why. But again, the reason why you're not getting that vibe is because your mindset. You understand? Your mindset already is not there, dude. And this is like we've spoken on this show how many times, right? And this is what I'm saying. You're looking too much into trying to see the thing that is in your mind. You understand what I'm saying? To validate what you already think. And then there is proof after proof after proof of the contrary to what you're talking about. You feel what I'm saying? And so the thing is that and you talking about 6 months, dude. 6 months is nothing, bro. You understand what I'm saying? 6 months is not a long time. 6 months is not a long. There's dudes that for years have been doing shit and they're just getting good after the second, third year of putting in work. You understand what I'm saying? Because the biggest part of this shit that's going to really make it happen is you got to change that mindset. But look, your mindset is still on. It's all about looks. So now, what do you think is going to happen to you when you're trying to step up your game and you think it's all about looks? You're going to think, oh, well, if you think that this girl doesn't think you're good looking, you're not going to bother to do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? You're not going to bother to do nothing. You're going to be like, well, I ain't going to do nothing because she doesn't think I'm look good, so I'm going to keep it moving. Or she doesn't look like she's the type of girl that would like a guy who looks like me. I'm not going to do nothing. It's crazy. So, that's what you got to...
Because I have hollered at chicks, though, and I had that vibe where I was feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything was going good, but then I see her, then she's giving me, like I do what you say. I try to do what you say, and you say, well, see her reaction. So I'll be talking to her, and then I'll be smiling, and I'll look, and then she'll, like, her body she'll, like, move away, or she'll look away, or I'm like, all right, it's a wrap.
But look,
moving.
But everybody in the chat room is like, they're like, yo, this guy is like, is driving me mad. They're going crazy. But I gotta keep them on because I need people to understand this. I'm gonna keep it on for some more because this you gotta understand. And this is very important. This is something so important that dudes gotta understand, right? And maybe I should have made this clearer before, but I'm gonna make it clear now. Because you're saying, my vibe was up, everything was cool, and all this other stuff. But what you got to understand is that your vibe and your confidence and all this other stuff has to be worked on consistently. It's not something you put on part-time or whatever, because from what I'm hearing now and from what we've been talking about for the past few weeks and months or whatever, you're still on the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? You're still on the same thing. But listen, yo, we have to talk about this later because I got some more calls like coming in, and I'm gonna let you go. But dude, all I'm telling you is you got to get out that mindset, bro. Get out that mindset of it's just about looks, because you're not gonna go anywhere. Because your thoughts become your actions. So if your thought is it's all about looks, you're going to be running around in a circle, not getting shit popping. You feel what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. But yo, I'm gonna holler at you later, man. All right.
All right, man. Peace out, man.
All right, peace. All right. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. We got somebody else calling. What's popping? Who's this? Hello? Yo.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on? Who's this?
Oh, this is Q.
What's popping with you? Where you from?
Brooklyn.
Okay, that's what's up. What's going on with you, man?
Yeah, I have probably just like questions.
Mm.
Because I understand where that last guy was coming from, but I'm gonna say this. You let me know what you think about it.
Right.
Looks matter depending on how good your game is.
You saying looks
What is
matter?
your take on that statement?
You said looks
Looks
matter.
Depending how good it is. Like looks played a role, but it's not everything.
See, this is what I would say it is. This is what you gotta understand. Like, see, first, well, I keep saying this. Looks are subjective, meaning that everybody looks good to somebody. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
So when we talk, so it almost cancels out. So you understand what I'm saying? Because you might look good to a chick, and I might not look good to her. I might look good to a chick, and you might not look good to her. We both might look good to. Who the fuck knows? You understand what I'm saying? So, but the thing is that the game, though, the game is the thing that equalizes everything out. Why? Because women are attracted to a man that makes her feel something. Do you understand what I'm saying? And her feelings has nothing to do with your looks. Even when a woman says, "Oh, this guy is cute," it's all about how she feels about thinking about being with that guy because of how it's going to make her feel. Oh, I'm going to, feel like I'm sexy, do with this cool guy and all this other shit. You say that again?
You said looks don't matter at all?
No. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that since looks are subjective, it cancels out. This is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So what I'm saying is that this is what I'm trying to say. A guy can look good. Let's say if you have Morris Chestnut, right? So Morris Chestnut, for those that don't know, he's a black actor or whatever, right? If a woman don't like niggas, what does it matter that Morris Chestnut looks good? What does it matter?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Now hold on, now let's say this chick don't like black dudes, right? So she's not physically attracted to Morris Chestnut. But let's say Morris Chestnut goes up to her and starts spitting some game. He starts talking to her, right? Then as he's talking to her, she starts to like him. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm trying to say about how this is what I'm saying, how game equalizes this stuff, because even though she initially wasn't attracted to him physically, the fact that he knew how to spit some game and talk to her and get her to feel something, that's the thing that made
I totally agree.
You see what I mean?
I 100% agree.
Right.
At no point in the past few years of my life, especially trying to do this stupid PUA thing, that I've definitely realized that.
Right.
But if you were like, for instance, I know you don't see my face,
right?
But if you were like to take away the fame from Zac Efron,
right?
And if Zac Efron had no game, like he was really bad in game, and me and him went out trying to get laid, Zac Efron would probably beat me. Or if not saying you're a bad looking guy. I know some girls who've seen your picture and it was like, all right, this guy is not bad at all. But if you were to put Zac Efron against you and just look, and the girls are like, who would you rather? They might say Zac Efron if you took away Zac Efron's fame.
Well, it depends on context. Are we in a room full of women who find Zac Efron attractive, or are we in a room full of women that find me attractive? You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. It keeps coming back to that. If I'm at a spot where it's a whole bunch of women who find tall, dark-skinned guys attractive, then they're going to like me more than Zac Efron. If we're in a room that finds white guys with the haircut more attractive, they're going to find Zac Efron more attractive. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no thing that everybody likes or everybody agree. Oh, this is the one. It doesn't work that way. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
All right.
And also
Absolutely.
too, what you got to understand is that the way that a woman finds a guy physically attractive also has to deal with how the conditioning of what she's seen and when she was brought up. Meaning, if a woman finds a guy, like let's say a woman was around like men in her family that was sort of like like husky, like they were fat, but they were like football player types, right? She might end up liking physically the football player type. You see what I'm saying? So that's going to appeal to her more than Zac Efron or even me or whoever, because that's what she was into. That's what she was brought up into. So she's conditioned to like that. You see what I'm saying? It's the same way it happens with us men. Like the reason why we like certain women physically is because we're conditioned to like those type of women. If you look at someone like Drake is a perfect example. He said in the interview that he used to watch a lot of Pam Grier, movies, and she's like super thick and all this other stuff. So what happens is, as he's grown up, he's like he fucks with thicker women. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the reason why is because he's been conditioned to like that. That's what he's been around. So this is what I'm saying, where the looks thing is always subjective at the end of the day. So even though a lot of women might say Zac Efron is a good-looking guy, right? At the end of the day, when we break it down to the specifics, depending on where Zac Efron is, if let's say he's not famous or whatever, depending on where he's at, what the situation is, who the girls are, that's what's going to, that's going to determine the chicks who are going to be physically attracted to him. Now, if they are physically attracted to him, then that's step one. Step two is, how does he make them feel, or how do they feel in his presence when they're interacting with him? You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when a woman sees a guy who's attractive, what she might be doing also is she's imagining the perfect type of guy within him. You understand? So she's thinking, or she's fantasizing. Like they had that dude, I don't know if you remember the dude, his name was Jeremy Meeks, that guy who was a criminal, and he fucking
yeah.
Right, and all the
went viral.
Right, and all the oh my god, he's so sexy, and all these guys is like, see, all these girls want a guy that looks good and blah blah blah. All those women are doing, I'm up here having spin on my mouth. Anyway, all these women are doing is projecting their fantasy on what that guy, they think that guy would do. You understand what I'm saying? Or what that guy would do with them. You understand? If they were like, oh, I would do this and I would do that. But again, if they spoke to him and they talked to him and they interacted with him, depending on how they felt in the moment will always dictate how they're going to move. So if they didn't feel anything dealing with him in the moment, they're not going to be fucking him. Even though they said, oh, I would fuck with him, or I would do this, or I would do that. This is why it's important for guys to understand they can't fucking listen just to what chicks are saying, because these chicks don't even know what the fuck they want until it's presented to them.
Because they don't know themselves.
Right. You see what I'm saying? They don't know what the fuck they want until it's presented to them. And the thing is, which is good for men generally, because if you are a guy who knows how to interact with women, who knows how to talk to women, who knows how to have conversation, who knows how to build sexual tension, flirt, and all that other stuff, you can create that situation out of certain situations for a woman to feel you. Now, don't get me wrong, and I always talk about this. There are women who, for whatever reason, will just totally not be into you, no matter what in certain cases, because they're just not feeling it. You understand? Then you're going to have women who are in the middle, where they're neutral. They're like, he seems cool, but whatever. And then those girls you can turn around by having that game. Then you're going to have the girls who are 100% into you just off the bat, and that could be because of how you look physically, and on top of that, how you act towards them and all this other stuff. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I want to tap on something that's kind of important, because I've been in the PUA game. I've been gaming for quite a few years,
right? And
I've got some training. But the thing is, there was one time I'm in this club. I totally forgot what it was. And this guy was trying to pick up women, and he was just bombing all the time.
Right.
And I kind of saw why he was bombing, because it's like he'll approach another girl and then approach another girl. And I I was like, well, wait a minute. These girls see you hitting on all these girls.
Right.
Why don't we fall back? Let's talk to the ugly girls for a second. Just one of those well-known basic strategic techniques.
Right.
And it seemed kind of obvious, like, why he was, like, bombing in every set. So later on in the night, he says he trains guys on how to pick up women. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. And then his partner came in, and then both of them was talking to me about package deals. And I was like, damn, I just seen you do terrible. And you know, I don't think that's you.
Right.
But the thing is, like, everybody really don't know. Like, no amount of faith makes something a fact. Like, how do we know? And this is just a question. I'm not trying to hate or anything. How do we know how good you are in picking up women?
Well, see, that's the thing.
So please don't take that as me trying to take you down or anything.
No, that's the thing. That's a good question. And the thing is, how good I am at picking up women doesn't really even matter. You understand what I'm saying? Because how good and this is the flaw and the mistake in, you know, when guys be watching those pickup artist videos and stuff, and I like those videos. They're entertaining as fuck. You understand what I'm saying? But how good I am at picking up a woman will not dictate how good you are at picking up chicks. You understand what I'm saying? Because you still need to know what you need to do in order to get it, in order to get the girl. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that you have to learn what you need, because the point of learning all the shit in the game and everything is to know is to know what you need to do. So even with those guys who were picking up the girls,
but you're the one who's telling us what to do.
Right, but this is what I'm saying.
Information is coming from you.
Right, and this is what I'm saying. The girls that were there, like I'm talking about the guys that you were saying that you were watching them and they were picking up girls or whatever. Those guys that were out there, what you got to understand is that the fact that they were out there, they're showing that, hey, this is what you got to do and this is what I need to make happen, right? Now, those guys could have had a bad night, just like anybody else could have a bad night. You understand what I'm saying? But see, the thing is that what fucks up a lot of guys in the game is that they're looking for a formula in order to make the shit pop in a certain way. They're like, well, if I add this and I add that, then this is going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? And that's not what game is about. And so when a person has that mindset with the game, then they're going to always fail, because what they're looking at is they're looking at it in that type of formula. So even if somebody came up to me and they was like, hey, I want to do this and do that, and then I want this to happen, I wouldn't even coach them, because I'd be like, look, you're going to waste your money doing that, because that's not how the game works. You understand what I'm saying? It's about learning for you. So the thing is, when you hear somebody, this is what I would say to your question, is you're like, well, how do they know that I know how to pick up women if they don't see me picking up women? You see what I'm saying? When I'm spitting game to people, or when I'm talking about game, what happens is that all the shit that I'm telling you guys, a lot of the shit will click to you, because you basically in certain situations or certain cases already know what the fuck you're supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? But when you hear me say it, it resonates with you, and then you say, oh, okay, I understand, this is what I needed to do, this is what I messed up at, and this is what I should have did. So it's basically like game recognizes game. You have the game within you, and I'm giving it back to you to reinforce you so that you can do what you need to do. So you don't need to see me go and talk to some girl, because even if I talk to a girl, what's going to happen is you're going to interpret what you interpret, how you see me do it, and you're going to try to do the same exact shit, and it's not going to work for you the same exact way, because you're not me, and that girl you're talking to isn't the same girl I was talking to. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is that
not even your technique, not even following your technique.
Right.
But if I saw you, and I'm not saying this is the way to tell somebody got game or not, but if I saw you picking up women, and you at least one hot chick,
right,
then I'd be like, all right, he got some level of game.
Right.
Because it's like, I feel like, for example, if you're teaching martial arts,
right,
you should have some experience being trained in martial arts.
Right.
But even if you get into a fight and lose, I will look at the situation. Was he fighting somebody way bigger than him?
Right.
Well, it could have been just that one fight. How did he move? Was he moving fast?
Right.
You know, whatever. But if he's like able to show me a roundhouse kick or like an amazing punch,
right,
or like something that's like it looks like you went through some training, then I'd be like, all right, you could train me.
No, and I agree. I agree with what you're saying.
So
but
it's like the thing is like when people, from my experience of picking up women,
right,
and I would say I'm like very average beginner, something like that. I've seen people who are like not good convince people that they are good, and then at the end of the day, after the training, it's like, whoa, this guy was trash to begin with. Like the thing is like, if I'm going to put forth my money, what shows me that that individual has the skill, the talent, the experience to teach me? Because I even had this white woman who's like, I think in her early 20s, saying, I could teach you how to pick up women, but what goes in my head is like, your experience is not going to be anywhere close to me, especially a white, blonde, blue-eyed woman trying to pick up, getting laid. So it's like, you haven't even experienced the mindset to like know different situations, how it would be for me. So it's like with a guy who's saying, I could teach you. So I'm wondering, what convinced you that you have the knowledge to turn a man where he's at to do where he needs to be at? And what could convince that man? It's like, I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Invest your money in me.
Right. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. And like I was saying earlier, it has to make sense to the person seeing it and listening to it. And or if he needs to actually see me pick up a woman, he would have to meet with me to actually see me pick up women in person. You feel what I'm saying? That's the only way he's going to be able to do it. Like, he can't do it from watching me do it on a video. I could go outside today, find 10 girls, give them $20 each and say, yo, let me pretend I'm picking you up, put it on video, and then they'll be like, oh my God, Mr. Locario, he just goes up to girls and they all suck his dick. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, so they would literally have to meet me in order to actually go and see it. You understand? Which is what I encourage guys to do. This is why I say when they come to my seminars or when they sign up for coaching, that's what I suggest that they do. Because any guy that's been to my seminars, we go out afterwards and we talk to chicks.
You're just saying you do live pickup. You do tell people, come see me.
Right. No. Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, what I'm saying is, I'm telling you that it's not necessary, though. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, even if I've never done that, it's not necessary. And the reason why, and I see your point. You're saying, how do you know this and this and that? What I'm saying is that if a person is seeking help to make something happen, right, with women, when he's looking at a video where a guy's explaining something to him about that, right, he doesn't need to see the guy go do it in order for him to know that this guy is making sense. What he needs to say is what this guy saying resonating with my situation, and can I try what he said and see if I can get results with it? So this is why a lot of times, a lot of these guys out here, they put out videos. I have almost 1,500 videos on here. So if you see 1,500 videos and you're trying what I'm saying and it doesn't work, you would be an idiot to spend money on anything I have, right? But if I have 1,500 videos and you're watching the videos and you're like, oh shit, I tried this, I tried that, I made this happen, I stepped up my game and all that other stuff, then that's showing that it's working. So it's working without you even having to see me do the shit. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, a lot of guys, they want to see like the clown show, you know what I mean? But it's like, and on top of that too, the reason why I don't do those type of videos is because I don't want to be, one, I don't want to be lumped up in the same category as like the pickup artists and stuff. That's one. Two, it's impossible a lot of times to get an authentic reaction out of women on the street filming them unless you're filming them without their knowledge. You understand? And I don't agree with that. You understand what I'm saying? That's like, just for me, I don't personally agree with that.
Yeah,
so
but you can blur out their face.
it doesn't matter. If somebody blurred out my sister's face, I can tell by her voice. I can tell by her body. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know that's her. She knows that's her.
Yeah, you could, but it's like she wouldn't have anything legally against you.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's not even legal. I'm talking about just like I went. Okay,
Morally?
peep this out. Imagine you have a gay pickup artist, right?
Yeah.
And he comes up to you, blurs out your face, and he starts talking to you, and he makes it seem like he picked you up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And he tries to pick me up.
right? You see what I mean? Like, or imagine you have a chick who has a boyfriend or who's married, and some guy films her and says, "Yo, this and this and that," and that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm filming you, I want you to know I'm filming you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't literally even do that because it's inauthentic. It's not gonna fucking work. So if you need to see me doing it, you would need to see me in person, because one, you know, I don't want to film you without you knowing, and two, I could just orchestrate that shit to make it look how I want it to look, and you still not getting the real deal. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like, with just the advice is there for you to try it out, to resonate it with you. So if you do a video, or somebody does a video on, oh, you know, like you're let's say you were trying to get with a girl, you've been calling her and she hasn't been picking up, and you was trying to get a date with her, and then you see a video where a guy's like, listen, when you get a girl's number, just hit her up once, set the date, and then, you know, don't call her until the date, and then you see her on a date and you make that happen. So that person who's been making the mistake of keep calling that girl every fucking day during the week, he's like, oh, that's what I was doing wrong, so let me try this. Then when he tries it, he sees that it works, and then he makes it happen. So he did all that without having to see the guy go and approach the girl. You see what I'm saying?
That's definitely answered the question.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I got that a while ago. I got that a while ago. That,
right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give you a little bit.
Right.
You try this little bit and work. It's almost like if a martial arts. All right, you practice this punch this way, and then that little punch is gonna make it that much effective for you in a fight.
Right.
But I didn't give you everything. I'm not teaching you how to get a black belt yet. You have to come pay me and see me. But here's how to do this roundhouse kick.
Right.
Here's how to do a front kick. Here's how to chop him in the balls. Blasey, blasey. But I kind of feel like I can kind of tell if a video is fake or not.
You can never tell.
Judging by the way it's cut.
You can never tell if a video is fake or not. Never. Ever. And
I mean, I think I think we never know what's impossible or what's not impossible. But you know, I've been questioning certain videos, and I'll be like, yo, check this out. Look at this video. Look at her body language. Look how they cut the video. And you know, done some investigation. But we'll leave that on that. But I've seen. I don't know if you heard of Justin Wayne.
Yeah.
He's been doing pickup videos, and what he's done. You seen him, right?
Yeah, I've seen him.
What he has done is at a level where I'm like, oh, I have to question this guy. The only thing that makes me believe him is that I knew him personally at one point. But it's like I see guys get to a certain level, but the majority of everybody in the community like gets to only the level of like, damn, I'm only really getting the girls that's just I fit their physical archetype, and it's pretty much the yes girls. And then they start looking at it. Bam! I've been doing this for 3 years, and I only got to this level. I don't know if I'm ever get. Do you know why? Is there a reason why there are some guys, the very few who master it, which is probably less than 1%,
who master
the rest just fall to the waistline?
Who master what? Like
seducing women.
The
seduction of women.
Well, the thing is that, you know, is just about how much you put into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of guys, truth be told, what they do is they don't really they don't really put in the work. And this is what I've been saying this shit. Like a lot of times you got guys out there who they sort of part-time it or once in a while it or whatever. And if you do that, you're not going to be as good as the next dude, because it's like a muscle. You're building that verbal muscle. You're building that situation like that. And that's why one guy gets...
I've seen these PUA kids try to do this thing called game binge, where they actually try to go out for like 8 hours and then try to pick up women, and they get to the point, they just like, they go hard. They go hard, and like a year or two down, and they just fall to the waistline for some reason. It's just like they only get but to a certain level. Well, level is just like...
Well, that's because, but see, that's the thing, is because they're probably doing the same shit over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like with working out. If you keep doing the same exercise, your body's gonna get used to the shit, and then you're gonna peak. It's gonna, so you got to switch up certain things. You know what I mean? But also, too, a lot of times, people will do the same thing wrong and keep doing the same thing wrong all the time and don't realize they're doing the wrong shit. And so, a lot of times they're doing things that are not benefiting them when they could be doing other things, switch it up a little, do this a little more, and then they will basically, be better at it. You feel what I'm saying? And on top of that, like, if you're the type of person who is going hard, going 8 hours talking to chicks, that's good at when you first starting out and you're just really trying to get your feet wet, you're trying to get immersed in it, you know what I mean? Like, I get that. But it's like, the thing is that if you're continuously doing that for 3 years, going out for like 8 hours and all the other stuff, still trying to do it that way, then it's basically like you haven't really improved. You see what I'm saying? Because if you was going out 8 hours, then it should have got cutting down to 6 or cutting down to 4, because your success rate should have been going up. You feel what I'm saying? At that point. So, so some of them just aren't, they're probably not doing the right things, or they're probably not pushing themselves in the right direction to really go in the way where they needed to go to really find improvements. You feel what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but those videos, dude, I don't believe anything that I see on video. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying it's real or fake, but I'm just saying that, I need to have been there. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've worked in television, and I edit movies, and I fucking edit music videos. I edit stuff. Like, I've been editing for years. And so you can create a story however you want to create it. You can make it look however you want it to look. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, what about unedited PUA videos? They show you from approach to kiss.
But that's what I'm saying. Who is that girl? Who is she? How do we know he doesn't know her and told her, hey, listen, I'm going to be doing this video. I'm going to need you to stand on 14th and 10th. And then he says, he's like, I'm going to walk around and talk to girls. And then he's walking from 12th Avenue. He walks up, and then he makes it look like, oh, there's this random girl standing there. Let me go and talk to her and kiss her. But she was planted there. You see what I'm saying? So how do you know who is that girl? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you can't trust anything you see on the video. It has to be in person. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's a lot of the stuff that because I've seen those videos. I've seen a video.
You can't even judge by body language.
You can't judge with nothing, because it all could be, anytime anything is presented to you on video, it all could be orchestrated, because you don't know what happened before they turned on the camera. Do you see what I'm saying? Everything that happens that you see on the camera could be placed there for you to create a story. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anything. I don't care how smooth they make it look, it can be orchestrated. I'm not saying it is orchestrated, I'm saying it could be. So since there's a chance it could be, then I totally disqualify the whole shit. So if I'm chilling with you and we went to a party or something and we was out all night hanging out, and then we happen to walk out of a club, and then you walk up to a girl and then you start kissing her and making out with her, that's real shit. You feel what I'm saying? If you show me 100 videos of you doing that don't mean nothing. If I see you in person, that means everything. You see what I'm saying? Like, all that video stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. The shit is entertaining, but you have to take all of that with a grain of salt because you don't know who the people are. I could literally do a video tomorrow with me saying, oh, I'm gonna go up to 100 girls and ask them to, you know, can I grab their ass? And then all of them will say yeah, and they're like, oh my god, how do you do that? That's amazing. They got a bunch of videos out there like that with dudes just doing goofy shit like that. And you don't know who these people are. You don't know if they paid them. You don't know what the hell's going on. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You know?
One last question.
Right.
Yo, why did you leave the rap game?
Oh, I left the rap game because that shit got whacked to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and on top of that, there was a lot of bullshit that I had to encounter in the industry that I was like, I wasn't really down for the shit. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, I can't fuck with all that goofy shit in the industry. It was like I had managers that were on some bullshit. You know, I got like almost signed twice and it didn't fall through because it was a lot of nonsense. But yeah, that's why, you know, I just was like, I'm good with it. And then as his music got whacker, I kind of just was like, it ain't really for me. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I just stopped.
Oh, okay,
you know
okay.
I mean?
So you just cut down the deal.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck it.
It was good talking to you.
Yeah, man,
you know,
definitely.
Keep spreading the knowledge. Fuck all those feminists.
Exactly.
You know, not literally, fuck them.
Exactly.
And, you know, just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Definitely. All right, yo, I'm gonna holler at you.
All right, thanks.
All right, peace. All right, people, I gotta go, man. I'm about to. We're gonna do the dating advice hour with Steve the Dean. So make sure you guys go to Steve Williams' page right now because we're about to do the dating advice hour. So if you want to get some more game, make sure you go to Steve the Dean joint. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, let's make that shit happen. All right. So that's pretty much it. Y'all niggas asking me to freestyle and shit. I'll freestyle next time, maybe. Hilarious. But yeah, shout out to you, dude. What 212? Staying ready. 1. Chris James, Owen, Frank Truth TV, Darrell S, XEA Parker, Felipe Francisco, Scott James, Dujuan Winton, Justin Bing, Sean Steed. He didn't succeed. Steve Williams was popping. We about to get a cracking in a minute. What else we got? Chris Martinez and Chris James. We dropping that knowledge heavy. JMO 1000. We had a lot of people up in here, man. Rob Rico. But listen, make sure you guys get the book. How to Have Sex to Him Today. And you know, go to MrLocario.com to get that. Also, make sure you get the Bad Boy Seminar on MrLocario.com right now, okay? Yeah, man. So I will talk to you guys later. I gotta fucking start drinking more water. You're fucking seeing all this spit coming out my mouth and dry shit and everything's disgusting. But anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace. I'm gone. Truth is inside you.